Pertaining to
Yes.
girls.
I was gonna get out of the office.
Thank you. Alright, let's start this out. GG's.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's all.
Wow. How do I get clipped? How do I get clipped?
Send it to the senior video.
Do not send it to the video, people, please.
Send it.
Alright, let's get this started. Mr. King!
All right, audience, we good?
Yeah.
Dixie, we good?
Yeah.
Bryce, we good?
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to mourn the luxurious life of Bryce Simpson.
I'm so sad.
He was an honest man. He was a good man. He loved his tennis. He loved hanging out with his friends and family. And overall, he was just a great man. In honor of one of his favorite things, doom scrolling, we shall, of course, allow his favorite video to play. He sent me this before he passed. What is that?
It reminds me of him so much.
I'm concerned for your well-being, bro. Are you laughing?
It's like,
I'm dead. This is like
Oh, it's too
this is
bad.
like after death reflexes.
I'm just scared.
Oh my.
Oh.
and of course, to end things off, I think that I would like to tell you one of his favorite quotes of all time that he generated himself. Always be ready to delve into your brain, no matter who you leave behind. It's not hurtful, it's growth.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why are you clapping like that?
Get up.
Oh, okay.
Get up.
Why are you clapping like that?
Go on.
Okay.
It's okay.
What about the?
Now,
I'm gonna bring my stuff now.
let me ask you something.
Oh.
Didn't that seem kind of weird? I mean, it makes no sense, right? I mean, the AI overview, the weird, like, AI-generated fruit babies, the ChatGPT quote. I mean, Bryce is literally in the room with us right now. So, what's really going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I lied to you. This isn't about Bryce. So, you may be wondering, who's this funeral for? What is this all for? Well, I can answer that pretty simply. It's for you.
Oh.
It's for all of you, actually. It's for everybody in one big conglomerate in society.
I'm scared.
Now it's time to get into the real deal of what this presentation and funeral is for. The death of society and AI. For my table of contents, I have 3 different sections of society that I will be talking about this death, and then overall I will explain what that means for us in the future. And yeah, let's get into it. First, I'd like to talk about the intellectual death of society. I don't know if you guys know, but we're already in a literacy crisis in America, with about 50% of adults in America reading at a 6th grade level, and I have heard from many teachers that children don't know how to read. They can't read, they can't write, they can't do anything. And the thing about it is that not only that, but AI is rampant within our schools. I mean, Mr. King uses it. I've seen Mr. Donahue generate whole pages of stuff. Kagan has been caught using AI multiple times. I mean, we literally just watched a presentation with AI in it.
No.
For generative AI. And the thing about it is that I know that many of you are extremely intelligent and talented, but the thing about it is that we need to understand our most vulnerable and valuable asset, which is the future, Gen Alpha. You see, this may not affect us very greatly, but it will affect the future. And honestly, with the way that AI is going, if children not only lack fine motor function because they're just tapping on tablets all day like iPad kids, and I'm gonna need you to be quiet, Kaylin. I'm gonna need you to stop that. But yeah, but not only if kids are losing their fine motor skills, but also they don't have to do any of their work. They can just type in a single sentence and then get everything they need. Then what's gonna happen? Now, I know that some of you may love the movie WALL-E, and of course, that was a dystopian future where instead of AI becoming the intelligence bots that we know it as now, instead it was the manual labor bots, which made them completely immobile, pretty much physically. But I'd like to tell you right now that if we keep going down this path, we are going to have a serious intellectual drop, where instead of being physically immobile, we will become mentally immobile. Now, let's get on to the next part, and I'd like to do a trigger warning, as this section does involve racism, homophobia, child pornography, and pedophilia, which is the real bad part. And if any of you laugh, I will tell you, Mr. King will take off points. This is very serious, and I'd like you to take it seriously. Now, take a look at that photo up there. We all know AI Fruit Love Island from TikTok. You see how colorful and vivid it is, and the cartoonistic style of it all. And the thing about it, I have a question for you. Does that look like it's made to appeal to adults? This is an actual question. Does it look like
No.
that? No, exactly. Now, who would it be made for then? If it's a bunch of colorful fruit people, it would be made for children. Exactly. Good job. Now, let me explain to you some of the themes and storylines I've heard from these AI fruit videos in my research. For starters, banana that has become too ripe to the point of it being fully brown has to sell her body to her boss to make money. Or, darker than normal eggplants take white strawberry and have fun. Now, I don't know if you just processed everything that I just said, but there are a multitude of those videos, and I'm going to tell you right now exactly what that is. It's racism. It's very clear, it's very blatant. They are actively making caricatures of people of color in these AI videos, and these are made for children. They're obviously not made for adult eyes. They're too colorful, they're too bright, they're too cartoony, and it's obviously made for children. And not only is it showing racism in a lot of these, it's also showing homophobia, sexism, and misogyny. And it is actively implanting these ideas and ideologies into our children, which is horrible. And somehow it gets even worse. And this might sound like a stretch to you, but please listen to me. Look at these AI-generated babies. I'll move to this side of the room just so the people on this side can see a little bit better. Now, you see these. You know the one at the beginning with the cherry, and it was nibbling on the bigger cherry until it busted all over its face. Let me tell you very blatantly that videos of kids and babies online from their parents, plus generative AI models that anyone can use for whatever they want, equals child pornography. And it's not even being tried to hide. I have seen actual AI-generated videos of babies twerking on TikTok. I am being so genuine with you right now, and you may think that it's a stretch and, oh, it wouldn't be that big of a problem, but I'd like you to take a look at this graph. You may not be able to read it, but I'm going to tell you right now that just on the registered sex offender list, there are over 20,000 of them in Virginia alone. California has over 100,000. And so, if this is happening, and this can happen, we are actively putting our children in danger. We have already been telling people to not put their kids online, but now that it's actually there, it is now free. It's free reign for anyone who wants to hurt our most vulnerable and valuable people. And the thing about it is that it's not even just taking that, it's also taking jobs. It's taking away our humanity. As we know, humanities classes involve stuff like English, art, music. And the thing about it is that all of these that I've shown you, on this slide at least, have been generative AI, where it creates art, or it creates videos, or it creates music. And the thing about it is, when we were originally told about robots and how they were going to be the future, we were told that they were going to do manual labor. But now they're taking away our creative sides. So the only thing we're going to be good for, if that continues, is we're going to be on the factory lines. It is taking away our humanities, therefore it is taking away our humanity. And next up, I'd like to talk about industrial death. Now, when it comes to this, as I already mentioned, it is taking over creative spaces. You see AI-generated videos all the time. You see memes of it. You see everything of it. And the thing about it is that if this happens and it continues down this path, where commercials are being created with AI and art is being created with AI, then it's going to cause a serious job market crash because artists won't be needed anymore. Artists, musicians, all these people will just lose their jobs or never be able to actually get jobs. And is that a future we really want? Because that would cause severe harm to our economy. And not just this, it's also hurting people now, not just with their jobs, but with actual basic needs, as people are having their houses water shut off to, pardon me, AI data centers use our water. There are already over 100,000 people on this planet who have no water at all. And the thing about it is we are actively taking away more water. And I know that we already have an issue with using too much water, but the thing about it is that this has only come up in the past couple of years. And it is already doing as much damage as anything else, if not more, because it is not just a one-time thing, like jeans costing 2,000 gallons of water to make. It is a continuous flow by so many people. And not only that, but I'd like to tell you that it's going to destroy itself in the end. Let's talk about generative AI when it comes to this. If AI continues to be trained on human-made art and human-made photography and videos, then eventually there will be so many generated things online that it'll just continue to be fed the same generated content over and over and over again until it's a complete muddled mess. It'll just denature and fall down and completely collapse. And not just that, but like, we already see that happen in society. Like, you know all of those AI generated pictures of Charlie Kirk? Yeah, that actively has been hurting AI models that generate images because now people look like Charlie Kirk. So we know that this is a thing that can happen, and it is actively going to get worse over time. And if we continue to put so much stock into it, the way that we've been doing, or the way that the higher ups have been doing, then it'll cause a complete collapse of not only society, economy, but also AI in itself. So it is completely unusable, and it'll hurt everyone. And not only that, but with the basic needs, with the lack of jobs, the turning off of water, it won't just hurt us, it'll kill us. And the thing about it is, in a society with this, what would this mean for the future? Well, I see a pretty bleak future, a pretty dystopian future where people cannot afford basic needs. People don't have water. All of us work on factory lines, and AI just continues to generate stuff until it turns into muck. Our women and children won't be safe because they're actively being targeted by AI blackmail and child pornography. Our morals and ideologies would have shifted all the way back into the 1950s, if not earlier, with how blatantly they are expressing racist and homophobic ideology. And overall, it'll just lead to the end. And that's it. That would be it. And that's the end of my presentation. Yes.
I do want to add something. We actually, in this state, we have one of the biggest data centers in the entire country. So the more water that gets used up, we're likely to see that effect.
Yeah. You?
This might be a really stupid question. How does AI use water?
They use it to cool down their data centers, and they use, yeah.
Takes up like 3 gallons, I think.
Most computers and high level technology similar to it needs to cool down because it heats itself up when making things. So
Yeah.
one of the common ways to cool things down is
using water.
water.
You.
So, is it just fresh water that they can use?
They are actively trying to figure out like ways to do it, but many places have been given the option to use unusable water, but have still decided to use proper drinking water. And the thing about it is that you may say, oh, well, it's renewable energy. It can go, we can just get it back, right? But the thing about it is that if it's taking it from one place and then it evaporates back into the atmosphere and then it rains down somewhere else, we're not going to have it where we need it, which is the big problem with it. But yeah, I hope you liked it.
Good job.